can bank on it. You can put 100 grand on it. Anything I said, I stamp on it. In a private plane, I lamp on it. Lele oh, then they call me Bankole. Cause I walk around with the bank on him. Show them Gangnam Style, put the gang on him. Twist my fingers up on a bang on him. Lele.
Welcome to the video. So this is my bare face. The first thing I will do is to tame my brows with this brow gel. I'm using an edge brush for this, so I'm just going to brush the hairs and then I'll apply the brow gel. Then with the back of the comb, I'll just press my hair down and then I'll set it with my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. Then I used a brown eye pencil to draw my eyebrow. I first do a defined line at the bottom of the brow on both sides, then I'll proceed to do the same thing at the top of the brow. Then when I'm okay with the outline, I'll go in to fill in the brow with the brow pencil. This is the concealer that I will be using to define my brows. But I'll only use it at the bottom of the brow because it is very light. So I'm just using this to highlight under the brow. After cleaning under my brows with the concealer, I proceeded to using a blending brush to blend the concealer under my eye to give a very smooth canvas. Then with my Ezekiel Pro High Matte Foundation, I will use that to clean the inner corner of the brow just to make this look more natural. It's better if the outer part of the brow is defined and is highlighted. So I'll also use this concealer to clean on top of my brow. I know a lot of people skip this step lately, the Gen Z style, like they don't like to define or clean the top brow, but I still do it and it works fine for me. Brow is done. So the next thing I would do is to start applying my foundation on my face. I would first of all apply the foundation with a brush, and afterwards I would use a beauty blender to press it into my skin and to give a more smoother finish. This foundation gives a medium coverage, and if I wanted like a fuller coverage, I would have done like 2 applications, but this is fine. Then with my Blossom Cosmetic lip palette, I'll be using it as a blush. I'm going for like a baby pink blush, a light pink blush. So that's what I'll be using, those light shade of pink in this palette to do my blush. I'll first use a brush, but when I saw that the brush wasn't really putting like enough products, I decided to go ahead to use the beauty blender. The beauty sponge I'm using is the Zekel beauty sponge. Then I'll keep on blending. Once I'm very satisfied with the blend, then I'll go ahead to use my Debi Star concealer that I initially used for my brow. I'm going to use it to highlight under my eyes, my chin, my forehead, as well as the bridge of my nose, and then I'll blend it with a beauty blender. I didn't wet my beauty blender for this step. I hardly even do that lately. After blending, I'll go ahead to use my powder, my regular face powder, to set all over my face in preparation for when I'm going to use my setting powder, my Sacha Buttercup setting powder. This just helps to give a smoother finish, and it also avoids all those harshness you get if you just apply your setting powder directly on your concealer just after blending your concealer. I'm using my setting powder, my Sacha Buttercup setting powder, to set under my eyes and to also act as a highlight. Then my face powder is what I would use to clean my cheek area and to define my, what's this place called? Yes, my cheek, to make it more pronounced. Then to set my blush, I'll go in with this Avon Cosmetics and I'll be using those light pink shades to set my blush. I would also use this same palette, the dark brown shades, as a contour. Just use it to bronze up my face a little bit. I don't do very heavy contours lately, and the lighter the better. If you do a light contour, it gives a more natural finish as opposed to those harsh, as if you didn't blend your contour properly. So I like to go light when it comes to contour lately and slightly heavy on the blush. I'll use the same powder for the bridge of my nose. For my contour, I use the same shade I used on my cheeks. Then for eyeshadow, I'll be using that light brown shade, as orange shade, as a transition. And I'm also going to do like a pink eyeshadow look. So just watch and enjoy the video, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If there's one thing I love about this eyeshadow palette, is Just look at this. See how pigmented it is. Just one dip of the brush is enough for the entire eyes. And I hope you guys noticed that I didn't even use any form of primer. It was still the same foundation and concealer that was on my eyes that I just went with, because I didn't want a very heavy look, so I didn't even use primer, and just see how the eyeshadow is performing. Around my face with this setting spray just to make sure that all the powder melts away and it looks like my skin. For eyelashes, I'm using these eyelashes I got from AliExpress, but at the end of the day I regretted it because I would say it didn't fit my eye shape. I don't know, what do you think about it? I don't really like them though. For my lips, I decided to go bold. I lined the outer part of my lip, and then I went in with this red shade from the Blossom Cosmetics palette, and I love the look. I was thinking of doing like a neutral look, but I was like, no, let's go bold. And this is the final reveal. Tell me what you think about this look in the comment section. I enjoyed creating this look. Mwah.